you don't have much time left because look who just arrived. She's here, sir. Zombie girl? Zombie boy. Oh my god, I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad everything's okay with you. Let go. What, why? Just let go. Okay then. Oh, hold on. Okay. Why did you want me to let go for? Just look down at my leg. Oh, what happened to your leg? Seriously, what happened to your leg? I don't know. It's probably during the fight that we had. When we were trying to take over the show and like kill whoever. This happened. Shoot. We gotta get you checked out. We gotta don't worry about it. She'll be fine. We'll banish her up at some point, but we really need you guys to make a decision. Well, I gotta explain you everything, but we really need you guys to make a decision. What? Zombie boy? What are they talking about? I am so confused. I didn't get to see what happened exactly. How did Gamer 101 win that challenge? He sucks at challenges. Well, it's pretty simple, really. It's because Gamer 101 is the GOAT and he's gonna win this season, obviously. He was the best player by far, way better than Red Knight. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, shut up, Chef. Yeah, shut up, Chef. Anyways, sucks that happened to you, Matt. Yeah, I know, man. I know I could have had this one if it wasn't for some stupid box knocking over Red Knight, bro. It sucks, man. Listen, even though I was more rooting towards Gamer 101, I will say you were really robbed, and you did good. Just sucks then it happened the way it did, Matt. Yeah. But, Haggy, none of this would have happened if you just stuck loyal to our group. I understand that, which, admittedly, I do feel a little bit bad. Because at the end of the day, my main intention wasn't meant to hurt you guys, necessarily. It was more towards I wanted to make a game move. And, yeah, that's all there really was to it. Well, because of that, all of us are out already. Us three are gone. Valkyrie got out because of your move. Sucks, man. I'm kind of surprised you didn't just yell at me to I don't know, end myself or something like that. I will later. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's why it happened. It's because of a fucking box. A box? That's weird. Yeah, but it is what it is. I don't really know what else to tell you. That's just seems so wrong, you know. Yeah, but again, what can we really do about it? I mean, I guess you're right. Well, who are you thinking about voting for between those two? I'm not too sure exactly. They both played good games in their own right, but it's more towards what type of game do I respect more, you know? Well, I know what type of game I would respect. What was that? I know what type of game I would respect, and I know who I would vote for. Wait, what? Overseer? What are you doing here? Overseer? Wait, Overseer, what are you doing? Zip it. What was it? Nothing. Anyways, I know exactly what I would vote for. Also, why did you quit for? It's more of a personal reason, but I talked to Chicken Doge about it beforehand. So, and I told him I wanted to be part of the jury because when I quit, the jury just started, so it was gonna be a whole thing. But anyways, I know who I would vote for between those two because I've been watching at home of what was going on. Oh, really? Who would you vote for? Surely it's got to be Gamer 101, right? Please say Red Knight just to spite this guy. Shut up. Even though Chef is a dickhead, I do have to agree with them. I think Gamer 101 played the better game. Ha! Someone agrees. Suck my balls, bitch. Shut up. Wait, but why would you think Gamer 101 did better? He's not been ethical at all like that. I don't think he deserves it. Bowtie, you do realize you don't have to be ethical to play this game. It's all reality show at the end of the day. You're meant to like stab people in the back at the end of the day. Like, you have to think about that. Oh, whatever, Haggy. You guys both made great points. Gamer 101 definitely played better. He ruled the game. But the thing is, I've been close to Red Knight since like Final 5, I want to say. So part of me is like, I want to vote for Red Knight because we've been allies for a little bit. Well, I haven't really been allies with Gamer 101 like that. I mean, yeah, that it's fair at the same time. I understand the points of voting for Red Knight, but I think when it comes to gameplay, Gamer 101 was miles better. And you can honestly say Red Knight got lucky to even make it as far as he did. Okay, why is everyone disrespecting my brother? I know he may have not been the most likable person, but you don't have any right to disrespect him like that. I mean, he's not wrong. Oh my god, come here. Oh shit. Oh yeah, beat his ass, Blue Knight. Don't disrespect my fucking brother again. Ow, you little... Wanna disrespect him more? Well, fine. Whatever, but... Still not changing my opinion that Gamer 101 played better. Ow! I dare you to say something again. Alright, no, that's enough. Hold on, give me a sec. Alright, that's enough. You already beat his ass. You don't have to, beat him to the point where he fucking dies or something. And you get, like, charges on you. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Back up. Chef, did you really not learn anything about what happened with me and you? Like, I don't get it. Why are you just being dicks to people at times? Don't worry about it. Listen, it's okay, man. But I understand that you like Gamer 101 more, but you don't got any right to disrespect Blue Knight's brother like that. Like, come on, man. Fine. Whatever. I'll lay off him for now. Thank you, man. Alright, you good now? Alright, fine. I won't do it, but you can't even blame me. Chef's just been a dick for basically all season. He's almost like Mr. Bling Bling to an extent, but like not as mean as him, you know? Okay, I guess you're right, but it's like, it's not worth it, dude. Alright, fine. Thanks again, guys. No problem, man. Oh, I'll see you guys later. Alright, now that he's gone, explain to me, what was your plan? Listen, I'm just gonna be honest. You know that box incident thing? Yeah. Don't tell me it was me. Dude, why? That's just not fair. Listen, I already told you about what happened, about the timeline. We can't afford to have something bad to happen with the timeline. So if it means screwing them over, so be it. I just can't let the timeline get messed up, you know, even more. Just please help me out with this, and I will explain everything to you in the present timeline once we get there. I don't know, man. This seems so messed up. Please, dude, you have to trust me. Alright. Fine. But I don't like this at all. I'm glad you agree. Trust me. You're doing the right thing. See you at the finale night. This is truly the right thing. Alrighty. We got everything up there on that bed. We're pretty much set for finale night. So let's get started with it. Let's do this. Hey, chicken engineer. No, not. Fuck! Did you really just call me chicken engineer? Yes, I did. Whatever. Listen, chicken doge. We gotta hope Gamer 101 wins this just to avoid something really bad happening in the timeline. Because I think the timeline would be honestly destroyed if he doesn't win this. Alright, then. Did you talk to them about it? No. But I tried. I don't want to straight up tell them that the timeline stuff because it might spook them out. But I've at least tried to like nudge them towards voting for Gamer 101. I'm gonna try again right before they vote, but I don't know for sure. All right, I appreciate the update. Just let me know what happens, and let's hope for the best. Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, final two. You guys can start heading to your seats because in a few moments we're gonna bring out the jury, and you guys can make out your speeches. All right. See you guys in a moment. Well then. Surprised that you, of all people, are sitting in the final two with me. Whatever, man. Hey, but don't take it as an insult. You played good. Don't get me wrong. It's just I played better, in my opinion. We'll see about that. Yeah, we will see. Oh yeah, and Red Knight, genuinely, wish you luck, man. I wish you luck too. This is for Carblax Mage and Blue Knight. Now we wait. In the current timeline. Oh, so that's what you guys are gonna do. Yeah, that's what their plan is. Exactly. So, what do you guys say? Are you guys in? Or are you guys not? I don't necessarily hate the idea. Oh, I tripped. I don't necessarily hate the idea, but how are we gonna do this with just us four? Trust me, it's gonna work. Well, if we have to recruit people just to join us, that's exactly what we're gonna do. And especially with you guys as zombies, you guys could just bite down on them and just turn them into zombies. And we could turn them to our minions. I don't know. You don't have much time left. I would hate to have to do something I wouldn't want to do. What do you mean by that? In the past. Shoot. You sure you're okay, Overseer? No, I'm not okay, dude. Alright then, whatever, damn. Alrighty, jury. Y'all can start following me. We're gonna lead you guys over. And you're about to hear the speeches in a little bit. Oh, shoot. That's our cue to leave. See you there. See ya. Alrighty, final two. You guys are about to make your speeches to the following jury. And I'm saying it based off of the first one out from the jury to the most recent. Please welcome in the jury. Overseer. Bowtie. Chicken engineer. Chef. Blue Knight. Haggy. Melon Shark. Keith. And the person most recently voted out of the Big Brother house, Matt Dusk. Well, you guys can officially start with your jury speeches on why you guys believe you should win Big Brother. We'll start off with you, Red Knight, and then we'll go to Gamer 101. And if anyone has any question, you can say whatever you got to say. If not, we'll vote after. So, Red Knight, start your speech. Well, before I actually say something about why I should actually win, I will say this. This has been a crazy adventure. After everything that I went through, my growth throughout this entire season, I came into the house going through a little bit of trauma about what happened with my family recently. Miss my mom. But anyways, like I was saying, I came into this house with a lot of trauma, and I was in a dark space of mine. But throughout this time, I've learned I can handle this. I can handle the trauma. And I feel like I played a decent game throughout my time. I may have made some of the bad moves, voting out Corblex Mage, burning my brother's trust, and just being really bad socially at the start of the game. But I will say this. I never gave up, and I did everything that I could. Thank you. Alrighty, Gamer 101. I will say this right now. I will say this has been fun playing with all of you guys. But I knew that this was the game, and I knew for a fact that I needed to play hard. So that's what I did. Some of the things I may have done might have seemed a little underhanded, to say the least. But it was all for the game, and this is not what I truly think. This is not truly how I operate outside of the game. But in the game, it's a very cutthroat game, and you have to be cutthroat, and you have to stab people in the back, betray people, betray alliances and stuff, just to make it as far as you can to get that win. And I believe that's what I did. Thank you, Gamer 101. Without further ado, thank you guys for your opening speeches. Without further ado, you guys can start asking questions. We'll start off with the Overseer, and then we'll work our way to Matt Dusk. So, yeah. Overseer, you can start first. Hello. I don't really have a whole lot to say. You guys both played well. I don't really know what else I could really say, but you guys did really well, and may the better player win. Thank you. Bowtie. Alright. Well, my vote's already locked in, but I just want to ask a question to Gamer 101. Why did you do a bunch of short-handed tactics? And do you really think, like, you really burned people on the jury by doing that? I might have, but I felt like that's the only real way I could have done. And Bowtie, we didn't really have much of a working relationship, so that's part of the reason why I ended up voting you out when I did. So, yeah, I feel like I did what I had to do, which, if you think that was, like, messed up and stuff, I do apologize, but that's what I was truly thinking at that moment. Thank you. Chicken Engineer? Well, you guys both played really well. Red Knight, I don't really know a whole lot about your game because from the time I was in, you were just at the bottom, and even when you were in our majority alliance, You just seem to be at the bottom of our alliance. So what did you really do necessarily to get yourself off the bottom and to stay in the game? You may be right. I was on the bottom of that alliance, and I didn't really have any real allies, especially very early on. But what I did do was, once we got deeper into the game, I realized I had to actually start playing to the best of my abilities, that's what I did. Because what I did was, whenever our alliance was starting to crumble apart, I had, what was on the bottom was Blue Knight, Bowtie, and Matt Dusk. Well, Bowtie was already out by the time that happened, but Blue Knight and Matt Dusk were there, and they needed allies. I was willing to give off a helping hand. Part of that reason was because what I did to Blue Knight very early on was cold, but another part of that is I wanted to play the game more strategically. So what I did was, in case our alliance, our massive alliance, somehow shifts the target towards me, I had Blue Knight and Matt Dusk on my side, and they wanted to keep me in the game. So that was the reasoning behind it, or at least that's what I did, just to avoid getting voted out, especially when our massive alliance of like 7 to 8 people started crumbling apart. Well, thanks for that. Gamer 101, I do have to ask you another question. How did you manage to stay in without whenever our alliance was crumbling apart? It was pretty simple. I was in a bunch of alliances. I had a working relationship with you and Melon Shark when you got voted out. Chef was my number one ally, and I wanted to keep him in as long as possible because at the end of the day, he was such a massive target. Guess you're right. I also had a working relationship with Haggy, especially because Haggy burned his relationship with Matt Dusk and Bowtie to where he didn't really have that many allies to go back to. And I did have a working relationship with Keith and Overseer before Overseer quit the game and we started to cut the fat in our alliance, So I was never truly in danger because I had allies. I had close bonds with the people within our majority alliance to where I was never really going to get taken out. Alright, well, thank you for that. My leg. Alrighty, Chef. I'm just going to get it over with. I don't really got anything to say. I already know who I'm voting for. Bye-bye. Okay then. Blue Knight. Well, I already know who I'm going to vote for anyways, but I do want to ask Red Knight. Red Knight, why didn't you like open up to me about it sooner? About, our mother and stuff. And our whole situation with Core Black's Mage. To be truthfully honest, I was worried. And I wanted to seem strong. But deep down, I was hurting inside. And I didn't know how to show my the pain that I was feeling. So that's why I acted the way I did so early on. Which, Blue Knight, I am genuinely sorry for everything that I put you and Core Black's Mage through. Thank you. Ren, I forgive you. Let's talk about this after the show. Okay. Haggy. Well, I don't really have a whole lot to say. I think I'm leaning more towards a certain somebody, but I do want to ask both of you, what was your biggest moves in the game and why? And I'll start off with you, Red Knight. My biggest move in the game was probably working with Matt Dusk to take out Melon Shark, because when we eliminated Melon Shark, we eliminated not only a jury threat, but somebody who could have easily taken a seat in the end, because even though Melon Shark was so well liked, he was playing under the radar to where nobody was willing to take him out, and if he didn't go out, he would have made it to the end and could have honestly had a chance at winning. So I think that was my biggest move, because when he got taken out, that's right there was when I secured my spot in the final two, because Matt just wanted to take me to the end. Gamer 101 wanted to take me to the end. I think even Keith was willing to take me to the end. I'm not too sure about that, but I know for a fact Gamer 101 and Matt Dusk were willing to take me to final two. So that is my biggest move. Okay. Gamer 101? I would say my biggest move really was eliminating Chicken Engineer, helping Chef eliminate Chicken Engineer, because when Chicken Engineer went out, it left it got rid of Melon Shark's closest ally, and it also made Chef the biggest target, and people thought that Chef was the one calling the shots. So that put me under the radar for a little bit. The main problem is when I got nominated with Chef at that following round is I will call out my main flaws with that round, is that what I did was I was too loyal. Well, not too loyal. I would say like I was too close to Chef, to where people thought like I was the second in command to Chef. So had Chef won the veto and saved himself, I probably would have gotten taken out in that spot, especially since I'm not really the best at challenges. So yeah, that is probably my biggest move, but I will say there were some flaws to that as well. Nicely done, Gamer 101. I respect that. Melon Shark. Well, I don't really know what else to say, but I will ask this I will ask this question. If there was somebody that you would be in the final, that you would give up your final two spot with, who would it be and why? And yeah, I will start off with you, Gamer 101. That's a good question. But if I had to pick one, I would probably pick either Chef or Matt Dusk. Chef, because he's been my buddy for most of the game. Even if I plan to take him out at some point, because he was too big of a massive threat. But I do appreciate him being loyal to me. So, yeah. And as for Matt Dusk, why I would take him is he played a really great social game, and he was basically the underdog for most of the game ever since Haggy took out Valkyrie. And I respect that. And I was worried that Matt Dusk would have won if I didn't take him down. This is pretty self-explanatory. I would take Blue Knight because he's my brother, and show that I was genuinely sorry about the things I did throughout this season. Okay, thank you. Keith. I don't really got much to say, but kudos to both of you guys for making it to the end, and good luck. Now, lastly, Matt Dusk. Alright. Well, if there was a move that you did in the game and you would change it to be a little bit better, or not even do that move entirely, or whatever the situation is, what would it be and why? My main thing I would have changed is the way I acted, especially very early on in the game, because not only did I make myself such a massive dick in front of everybody in the house, I was basically almost like a bully to my brothers, which I don't like the way I was early on, which, again, I do apologize for the way I acted. If there's a move that I did and I would change it, that's a good question. That is genuinely a good question. I think the main move I would change is, instead of voting out Bowtie in that spot, I would have probably voted for you in that spot, because in the bow tie round, I wanted to keep you in because I felt that when I was working with Haggy, it would have been better to have a working relationship with you than Bowtie, because Bowtie was just refused to talk to Haggy after the Valkyrie move. But, and also, you were also a pretty big threat at that time too, so it was another shield that I could hide behind that's gonna get sniped at some point. My main flaw is I left you because I did that. Right after that, our alliance started to implode. And I left you in the game for too long. And had I not won that final 3 immunity, I would have been cooked. And I would have been out in your spot right now. So that is something I would change. But I'm still happy with the way that I played, because at the end of the day, I made it to the final 2. Alright. Well, thanks for that. Well, if you guys have a closing speech, you guys can say it now. Start off with you, Red Knight, again. Well, even though I may have not been the best player, I may have not been the best person, I may have not been the nicest person in the world throughout the time in the game, I want you guys to see that I genuinely tried to be a better person throughout this game and playing better as the game went on. I may have started off at the bottom, but as the game progressed, so did my positioning in the game. And I feel like my game got a lot stronger as we went deeper in the game. Thank you. Alrighty, Gamer 101. Well, again, I feel like I played the better game. I was so well integrated socially that nobody was even willing to take me down until like final 8, I would say. And even then, I was a decoy target to Chef, who was more out in the front. Even I made it to where Chef was the main person. I made it to where Chef was the guy who was calling the shots, even though in reality, I was the one controlling stuff behind the scenes. And you could say whatever you want about me not being the best at challenges, but to me, I think that's even more impressive, because I went all the way until final 5 without winning challenges. Without those challenges, even without my lack of challenge wins, because throughout this entire season, I only won like 2. Red Knight won like 5 or 6. I don't know. I don't even know. I know he won more than me. But with my lack of challenge wins, I still made it here, because for the most part, I was well integrated socially to where I didn't need to win challenges just to make it as far as I did. And it was all thanks to my social game and the strategy that I had throughout this entire season. Thank you. Well then, without further ado, you guys can now start voting for a winner. Start off with you, Overseer. Easiest decision of my life, and I'm hoping it works. Yeah, I know exactly who I'm probably gonna vote for. I'm not too sure, man. Should I really listen to Overseer? Oh. I'm gonna vote for this person. Alrighty, everybody voted, so now let's reveal the jury votes. You guys all played well, but it's time to see who's the winner. Remember, it takes 5 jury votes to win. So without further ado, let's get started. Overseer has cast his vote for Gamer 101 to win Big Brother. Bowtie has cast his vote for Red Knight to win Big Brother. Chicken Engineer has cast his vote for Red Knight to win Big Brother. Chef has cast his vote for Gamer 101 to win Big Brother. Blue Knight has cast his vote for Red Knight to win Big Brother. 3 votes Red Knight, 2 votes Gamer 101 with 4 jury votes left. Haggy has cast his vote for Gamer 101 to win Big Brother. Melon Shark has cast his vote for Red Knight to win Big Brother. 4 votes Red Knight, 3 votes Gamer 101. Red Knight needs 1 more vote to win. Gamer 101 needs the next 2. There's 2 votes left. Keith has cast his vote for Gamer 101 to win Big Brother. 4 votes Red Knight to win. 4 votes Gamer 101, as Matt Dusk is the sole vote. And Matt Dusk has cast his vote. Congratulations, Red Knight. You win 2nd place. Gamer 101 wins as Matt Dusk casts his vote for him. Gamer 101, you are the winner of Big Brother in a 5-4 vote. Let's go! I won! Oh, no, I was so close. Hey, it's not about the win, Red Knight. It's about the growth that you went through, and I'm so proud of you, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, come on, Red Knight. You did a good job, man. Wait, Core Blocks Mage? Yeah, come on, man. I'm glad that you saw the errors of your ways, and I'm proud of you too, brother. Thanks, my brother. Nice little happy ending, huh? Yup. Well, Blue Knight, you have my number, and I'm glad your guys' like family issues is like resolved, I guess. I don't really know what else to say because I don't really have anything to say, but again, I'm happy for you guys. Even though Red Knight, you may have pissed me off sometimes, but after understanding the stuff that you went through, I feel bad for you. Good job. Hold on, wait a minute. If Corblox Mage and Blue and Builderman's here, does that mean what's good, guys? Valkyrie! Yo, what's good, man? Valkyrie, man. Sucks that we couldn't pull off the win for you, but we gave it our best shot. It's all good, man. You guys did pretty well. Oh. Listen, it was all part of the game, and if it genuinely hurt you, I'm sorry, dude. It's all fine, dude, but I just wish you didn't betray us, because I genuinely wanted us to be Final Four. It is what it is. What's good, gang? I'm here too. Good job on that win, man. Thanks, dude. Oh yeah, if you're wondering where Mr. Bling Bling is, he said he hated all of you guys and he just didn't want to show up, so that's why. Figures. Yeah, that figures. Fuck that guy. I'm glad he didn't show up. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this season. We'll see you guys next time. Well, I don't want to show you the surprise just yet, but are you guys in? Yes or no? I'm not sure. If you really think you're confident in this, I'll do it. I don't know. I don't think so. Sorry. The zombie girl. Well, guess I'm gonna have to do it the hard way. Devil Knight, you know what to do when the time comes. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. Well, we don't have her anymore. Devil Knight, take this real quick. Alrighty. What was that you gave him? Don't worry about it. But anyways, let's get started on recruiting people. We have a lot of work to do. All right, come on, overseer. We got to get going. All right, but just give me a sec, all right? Okay, then. Look, man, you sure this is really going to work out? I think so. Listen. I'll tell everything that I'll tell you your present self everything that happened, okay? And if you don't remember, got a backup plan. All right, I trust you. Stay safe, man. You too. I don't know how to feel about this. All right, you ready? Yep. There's a portal there. We're too cheap though. Alrighty. Off to figuring out whatever's going on there in the present timeline if something bad happened. Yep. And also start up legends. Yep. But keep in mind, I'm gonna be there just so nothing bad happens, okay? Alright then. Come on, let's go. I hope nothing bad's happening. To be continued.